Good, happy Saturday morning, January 8th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Saturday morning edition of your morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started with your morning news update right now. Happy Saturday, everyone. We got a lot of news coverage to get to, so let's get started right now. First up, Nashua schools to close Monday, Tuesday because of COVID-19 related absences. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Bentley Chevrolet Red Tag Bonus Cash can take you wherever you're going this holiday season. Find your tag, find your deal. Happy holidays from Bentley Chevrolet, the neighborhood dealer who treats you like family.
Well, Tom and Monica, it's been less than a week since students returned to school after winter vacation, and already schools here in Nashua are closing their doors on Monday and Tuesday. One expert I spoke to said she thinks we should have waited before sending back students at all.
Right now, it's not looking good at all.
Bobby Bagley, director of the Division of Public Health and Community Services in Nashua, says she knew numbers would go up.
Did we expect these numbers to go up this high? No. It may have actually been a good idea to probably have school open up a little bit later after the holidays, since we were expecting to see an increase in cases anyway.
Almost 200 staff members were absent in Nashua schools Thursday, according to interim superintendent Garth McKinney. They'll be closed Monday and Tuesday after Friday's snow day. Some parents tell WMUR they don't think 5 days off are enough.
In all honesty, I believe that they should reinstate the remote option.
Christina Sage's daughter is a senior at Nashua High School North. She's concerned there won't be sufficient testing.
It's not just getting a fever, getting a cough, getting a cold, feeling bad immediately. It's the long-term effects that we're really worried about.
To add to the strain, there's a lack of substitute teachers. It's an issue prior to the pandemic that isn't letting up, according to Adam Marcoux, president of the Nashua Teachers Union.
We used to have a lot of our substitutes were retired staff that would come back, and we don't have some of them working right now because of their concerns around COVID. And when you're facing substitute issues during a pandemic in one district, you're facing them in other districts.
Classes in Nashua are set to resume on Wednesday over in Bedford. They're dealing with rising COVID cases. Also, the high school there is requiring masks inside until January 20th. Live in Nashua, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. COVID-19 cases in New Hampshire hit a record high for a third time this week. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
And the changes for those schools come as the state sees another record for active confirmed cases. Current infections growing tonight to 15,340. There are 2,600 new cases to report tonight, with 540 from prior days. Current hospitalizations are up for the first time in days to 366. And there are 2 new COVID-related deaths to report.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire hospitals struggle with COVID-19, sick staff members, and low blood supplies. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
This is really a great resource for us in a time of need.
A team of 15 Air Force doctors, nurses, and medics arrived at the Elliott Hospital Friday. Their goal? To help relieve the hospital's staff, who's been overwhelmed with COVID patients and decimated by staffing shortages.
And the fact that we have this opportunity to welcome this joint task force in to provide a little bit of relief, whether it's opening up new beds, allowing someone that's been on a 10-day shift a little flexibility just to go home and see their family. It can make all the difference in the world.
Governor Sununu has been asking for help from the federal government for weeks. A 24-person medical team provided by the Department of Health and Human Services was assisting at the Elliott back in December, but could not extend its deployment due to demand across the country. Hospitals around the Granite State are still swamped, but many are receiving help in different forms, like at Exeter Hospital, where New Hampshire National Guard soldiers are assisting with non-medical tasks.
And with that, though, we still need help. We really do.
The ICU at the Elliott Hospital is currently operating at 130% capacity.
The vast majority of our patients are not COVID. However, the 50 patients that are very sick with COVID have a tremendous amount of resources dedicated to them.
The team provided by the Department of Defense will help the hospital reopen a 10-bed acute care unit which was closed due to staff shortages. They'll continue helping at the hospital until early February.
Additionally, we will provide more resources to the emergency department, so we'll be able to see more patients who are coming through.
I'm Scott Cook, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Reward for information to find 7-year-old Armani Montgomery increases to $94,000. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Walmart, America's largest, is hiring. Earn up to $28 per hour plus benefits working at Walmart's distribution center. Get a $5,000 sign-on bonus, but hurry, you must be hired before January 31st. Apply today online or text DC to 240-240. Rockins welcome.
Tonight, the reward for information to find missing 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery is up to $94,000. Manchester police announced another $34,000 from 5 more local businesses and private citizens. Harmony Montgomery was reported missing on New Year's Eve. She has not been seen since late 2019. Her father, Adam Montgomery, is now facing assault charges, accused of abusing Harmony in 2019, and his estranged wife, Kayla Montgomery, is accused of welfare fraud for allegedly collecting benefits for Harmony, even when she was not in their care. Anyone with information about Harmony should call or text the dedicated tip line, 603-203-6060.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. The city of Portsmouth issues a mask mandate. Face coverings directive effective immediately. Those face coverings will be enforced and will be directive and will end when rates of infection or no longer pose as a risk to the public health. Vigil held to remember Merrimack Boy on what would have been his 6th birthday. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
So, you need a new roof, but you have so many questions. Should I get a metal roof or asphalt shingles?
The investigation into Elijah Lewis's death is ongoing, but his loved ones want to keep his memory alive, especially on his birthday.
Happy birthday to Elijah.
Elijah Lewis should have celebrated his 6th birthday Friday. His family and friends did at Derryfield Park in honor of the little boy who loved cupcakes.
I hope that Eli, is up in heaven, dancing around, eating as many cupcakes as he can. My girls made tons of cupcakes for him.
Loved ones also made signs calling for justice for Eli.
It's been really hard to deal with, to process. Finding out what actually really happened to him has been excruciating to deal with.
Investigators say Elijah wasn't seen for about a month before he was reported missing from Merrimack. His body was later found in Abington, Massachusetts in October. His mother and her boyfriend are both charged, but not in connection to his death. An autopsy determined Eli died of violence and neglect.
Nobody's been charged with his murder yet. It's just beginning.
The family is waiting for answers, keeping Eli close to their hearts.
He's free now. He's away from the pain. I hope he's playing with his favorite dinosaurs, trucks, doing what he loves.
those close to Elijah Lewis also have heavy hearts thinking about the disappearance of 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery. They're hopeful she'll be found soon. In Manchester, Mike Cronin, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in for this morning news update. Have a great rest of your day, and see you back here later on today for another news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Goodbye, everyone.